My name is Yusuke Furukado. I own a shop called New York Club in Jiyugaoka. Our shop offers casual food representative of New York-style cuisine. We primarily offer food inspired by New York street vendors, along with New York-themed merchandise. I've always loved American culture, initially through fashion. My solo trip to New York during university, however, was a real turning point. The city's atmosphere completely captivated me. The city's multiculturalism, its melting pot of influences, creates a vibrant culture that's inspiring in every aspect, not just fashion. I was completely captivated. After my university trip profoundly impacted me, I was swept up in the job hunt and ended up in a completely unrelated field. Even then, my love for New York was so intense that I frequently took time off to visit. Experiencing that atmosphere and culture, that sense of attainable happiness, fueled my desire to open this shop. To be honest, I had absolutely no experience in the restaurant business. My wife, a passionate cook with extensive knowledge of spices, joined me in the venture. We recreated the flavors I remembered from my trips to New York, experimenting meticulously, tirelessly refining each recipe until we captured the essence of what I remembered. Our most popular item is chicken over rice, a dish popularized by New York food carts. It's spiced chicken served over turmeric rice. It's topped with a creamy yogurt sauce and a spicy green chili sauce, a deliciously indulgent dish. We also have bacon egg cheese. We offer classic grilled cheese sandwiches, a New York staple, although not quite like your grandmother's recipe. We also use bagels from a specialist bakery in Azabujuban, where they're handcrafted to replicate the authentic New York taste. We recreate desserts you might find in a classic New York diner, and a popular recent addition is our carrot cake, which has been especially well received by women. New York has a stylish image, but I prefer its local atmosphere. That's why we designed the interior to feel like a cozy neighborhood shop. We've curated a selection of items inspired by New York delis, including a range of delicious treats and groceries. We're also expanding our apparel offerings with original designs, and we're carefully curating merchandise from unique local New York shops. We intentionally focus on featuring items that can be exclusively found in our store. These cookies, for instance, are homemade by us, baked in Azabu, and include red velvet, a cocoa-based cookie, and peanut butter cookies. Both are very popular. For socks, we carry Easy Go, a brand run by a friend of mine in New York City. This is a collaboration with Bookworks, a brand founded by someone who previously worked for Supreme in New York. We primarily sell t-shirts here. This is Nothing Special, a brand run by a Japanese person in New York City. Frankly, this display is meticulously curated with items that truly embody New York, and it's a personal favorite of mine. I find it absolutely perfect. This is another brand run by a good friend of mine in New York. It's Brooklyn Best, known for their line of flavored tea tins. This particular long-sleeve tee is designed by Stash, a graffiti artist whose work resonates with my generation. The gradient coloring and design are seriously impressive. This is truly a unique find, only available at our store in Japan. Highly recommended. These are our original items. We recently had a character designed for our bagels, and it's quite popular with women. The illustrator, Ibu-chan from Osaka, created this character for us recently. We've been making this design for 3 years now. It's a staple. We offer t-shirts, long-sleeve t-shirts, and hoodies, and some customers even buy the whole set. These are quintessential New York deli groceries. We also have a selection of small zines here, all with New York themes. This is a zine by Aaron Bondaroff, a former Supreme skater. Recently, we collaborated with Journal Standard and the MTA, New York subway system, releasing a line of items. This includes a paper jacket and hoodie. We've created entirely original pieces here. This MTA-themed area displays items we've sourced directly from New York alongside our originals. This is a piece by SNOEMAN, a New York graffiti artist. He created a design of our storefront. So, as SNOEMAN, I've been a huge fan of his for quite some time now. He's an artist based in Washington Heights, which, to specify, is in the uptown area of Manhattan, you know, up past Harlem. We were able to connect and have him create this for us. So this is being sold as an art print, and we actually have the original artwork displayed right here. It's great to see them side by side, I think. These details are actually quite evocative. The motifs are often inspired by everyday New York life, and I find myself quite drawn to them. These are all posters and photographs by New York artists. We also have some of our own photos, including one taken by a renowned photographer during the pandemic. It captures a poignant moment in NYC during COVID-19. So this is, you know, a photo showcasing the scene at the Halal Guys, which is really the quintessential food cart for chicken over rice, and quite iconic. I tend to display photos of food trucks and my favorite New York City scenes. Here are DVDs of films set in NYC. So this one right here, The Warriors, is definitely a real B movie, but honestly, I absolutely love it. I'm a big fan. And then also there's Kids, that's another one. My first trip to New York, after watching Taxi Driver, was a bit intimidating. But walking around Manhattan, people actually talked to me. A pleasant surprise, a nice contrast to my expectations. While currently focused on food, I've always wanted to showcase the entire spectrum of New York City culture. So I'm keen to expand beyond food. I'm especially interested in New York City festivals. I'd like to organize a festival, not just for us, but for various other shops, with an appreciation for New York culture.